So even reviews are not safe. So tell us a little bit about that. I guess Amazon reviews too.
Amazon reviews. We ran a study on Amazon. I'll get the math a little wrong, but I think it was basically like 10 to 15%, a 4x increase in
Wow.
number of AI generated reviews since the launch of ChatGPT. Some sites, Trustpilot seems to be combating it. They had sort of a spike, but now it's dropping off. So I think they're doing stuff internally
Some
to battle
development.
that. Um, and so, I think you know, when we go online, um, there's a certain level of sort of trust that we're putting into the infrastructure that's in place. We're putting trust into Google that they're going to return good results. We're putting trust into the results that we see. I think there's always a healthy level of skepticism
Yeah.
that should be required when you're reading online,
And
anything
and
online.
that hasn't changed with AI. That was like from the beginning of the internet.
Right,
Don't they say
right.
don't believe everything you read on the internet?
Yes, that's been like, yeah, 101. So that definitely hasn't changed. What has changed, I think, is the um, what had typically sort of helped raise the hair on the back of your neck about like, ooh, do I trust this? Was typically like grammatically incorrect, um, other sort of problems associated with the text.
Yeah.
And now it's the opposite. Like
Right.
it's
It's too
so
good.
such comp it's too
Yeah.
good. It's like, wow, I really believe this. Oh wait, it's wrong. um, and so yeah, it is a we're finding it fascinating on just sort of trying to understand the proliferation of generative AI into different pockets of the world and where that is. I think, objectively, I think everyone would say I would rather not be reading a review that was AI generated versus human generated.
True.
Um,
Because the AI doesn't really know what the product was. You can tell it what it was, but it can't feel it and see what the process of using the product is. So it doesn't really know. It's just basing it on what you tell it. And
yeah,
and people maybe they do realize this, maybe they don't. The fact that ChatGPT is new for the public, as although it was out for maybe 20 years in terms of LLMs, but now it's like new for the public and it's only going to get crazier from here. Now you can do imagery and you can talk to it and there's so many things you can do and it's only going to get crazier from here, right? So where
yeah.
do you see the next 5, 10 years of AI now that we have it available to us in a public sense? Where do you think it's headed?